Okay, is this any better? Caden, how does that sound, man? Does this sound any better over here for you? I don't know. Waiting on everyone to come in. Hey, Caden, does this sound any better, man? Um, I don't know. I did change some things up. I just don't know if it sounds any better. Hopefully, I think it's better. Turn the gain up. Okay. See if I can do that. Let's see. Does that sound any better right there? I might have to go into this presets right here and change it in here on the computer to add some more gain. Let's see here. Might as well try right there. Let's see. Output gain right here on the computer. Let's try that. Okay, how about right there, man? Does that sound any better? I hope that sounds better, man. Gosh, man. I hope it doesn't start this up again with me. It sounds better, but audio is very low. Okay. Wow. All right. What if I'm right here? If I'm right here, does it sound real low? Right into the microphone. Sound pretty low? Because I'm getting some pretty... It does sound better there. Okay. All right, man. Well, you know what? I'm just going to hug this microphone. Because, I will say that I have my gain turned up pretty much. Now, this microphone's a gas hog. It's a gain hog, so it takes tons of gain to actually get it going, man. And so I got it cranked up all the way on this little interface down here, and I have it cranked up on my computer as well. But I do have a limiter on this. Let me take that off and just see if it gets any louder, because once it gets to that threshold, wham, it really slams it back in its place. So let's see if I take that off. I have two filters on it right now. I have a 3-to-1 ratio as far as the compressor, and I have a limiter on it. And so let me try the output gain on the limiter a little louder. Check, check, check. Okay. So that's done. No side chain, no ducking. Okay, how does that sound, man? Does that sound a little better right there, man? I cranked up the output on the limiter, so it's actually getting a little closer to 0 dB on this end. Oh, man. So anyway, I was talking about, before you got in, Caden, I was talking, man, about taking a little vacation, and I was asking you guys, some cool places to go and whatnot. And so I ended up, that sounds good, just back away a bit. Okay, good deal. Okay, how about right there, man? Can I be relaxed? I hope I can be relaxed, man, and do this video. And this is more my position to be, anyway, not having to eat the microphone. Let me try to point it maybe right there. Maybe that might help. But as I was saying earlier in the video that was just crap, excuse my French, but anyway, I ended up going to the hill country, Caden, and spending some time over there, man. And oh my gosh, dude, it is beautiful there, man. We actually went to Fredericksburg. Okay, thank you, man. I appreciate that, Caden, really. Or else I would have done that whole video and never knew anything. But Yeah, man. So I went to Fredericksburg, which is a cool little old town over there. I don't know if you've ever been there, man, but it's really kind of a touristy place, and a lot of bikers travel through there because of the hills and whatnot. And it's just a really cool scenery, right? And so we did that, and then we went to Kerrville, and Kerrville's really cool. And then we went to a place called Green in Green, Texas. Ah, man, I love that place, Caden. Every night, every day, there's live music over there. Somebody's playing. Somebody, new artist. Some new artist is coming up there and playing on all the little stages and whatnot they have placed throughout the town. And let me tell you something. You talk about a place that's growing. Wow, man. I mean, everything is new in San Marcos. So we were in San Marcos too, and our hotel was actually in Kyle, so we stayed in Kyle, and then we did San Marcos, Fredericksburg, Kerrville, the Guadalupe River, all the Coma River, all the cool little things that they've got over there, man, that you can do. Man, it was so refreshing getting away. But here's what I really, really enjoyed the most about there: the infrastructure is all brand new. Everywhere I looked, everything looked new in San Marcos. And then, not to mention, everything was going up brand new. So everything was new, and it was just alive, man. There was, like where I'm at right here, man, everything's dying. There's nothing. The infrastructure is really, really bad over here, Caden. And, the bridges, the roads are terrible. And there's nothing really new going up. It's just dead money, old money, not doing anything. And so it was refreshing, man, to get over there, Caden, and just, man, to die. And to see, it just felt good, seeing that, people are coming there and they're spending money, and people are, it was just invigorating, man, to say the least. And then the water there is so cold, so when you get in it, it's just so refreshing, man. So I had a really good time, and I had a really good time. I got to meet a lot of musicians while I was there and talk to them, and it was just really, really cool meeting new people and talking about music. And wow, you know what? If you're a musician, or if you're an aspiring, songwriter or whatever that you enjoy, like myself, it makes you wonder sometimes, why don't you just move over there, Why don't you just go where you can be a part of other people who enjoy what you do, and just be grateful in the presence of it, right? And that's what I was really kind of digging, dude. It was just being grateful, being able to be in a different place and on a different plateau, sharing some, what I love with other people, and even if it's just sitting in the audience, right? Just sitting in the audience, seeing people do what they love and enjoy and grab their instrument, man, and just really, really have a good time, right? And so, man, I tell you what, I had the best of time. But also, there you go. I know, right? No, man. I'm at that point in my life too, Caden, where it's like, I just really I want to do something different, man. It's not that I feel like I'm running out of time or anything. I don't know. I guess I'm getting to a point in my life where I just appreciate company and other people more, and I appreciate seeing other people just have fun, and that just when I see people laugh and having a good time, it makes me have a good time, and my whole mood swings just it just takes me to another world when I can enjoy all that. And so anyway, so when I got back here, I broke my studio down. My nephew finally came over. I was talking about getting him over here and doing the camera work for my video on this other tune that I have going on. Now, this other tune that I wanted to talk about, Caden, was really cool. I wrote the tune on this Yamaha piano, and when I was going through the presets on this piano, you can do kind of like an amalgamation of piano, or a mixture of piano and other instruments, and blend them in together, so that while you're playing the piano, it sounds like you have a cello maybe behind you or whatever else. So I found this cool preset, and I started writing this song. My nephew finally came over, and I said, look, let's do this. why don't you just do video going around the room in here? We'll do some shots in here. I don't know how to do a story behind it. So usually when you watch a music video, they'll show the band or the artist, right? And then it'll flash over to something else as to a story behind it. So it could be, two people on the beach or whatever. So there's this, and then it'll continue going back and forth from the band playing or the artist playing to the storyline or whatever. So anyway, I'm not good at that. I don't know anything about that part of it. So anyway, we got some great footage in here. Okay. But here's the thing, man. This song, I'm going to dump it in my DAW, and I am going to utilize my DAW and, fix anything that needs to be fixed, whether if I'm singing out of key or one word, or if I want to phrase it right or re-sing it 1,000 times, I'll be able to do it right. I won't be on the spot live trying to do the whole thing live and for, the blend and everything, the mix to sound good, because you really only get one take at it, right? So with the DAW going into the computer, I can put down the piano track with a click track so that I'm playing in time, and then I can come back after the fact and then lay my vocals down and then just, overdub or whatever, or at least get a good, couple lines going, and then after I comp it all and put it all together, then I can make it perfect, right? And so that's gonna be cool. But here's the thing, man. I hear this freaking song, Caden, as a full-blown orchestra song, something like there was a Guns N' Roses song. Which one was it? Help me think. It was I want to say November Rain. That was the name of the tune. It was called November Rain, and I want to say there was this big orchestra backing Guns N' Roses, and God, I don't know what year that came out. Guns N' Roses, November Rain. But I just remember the first time I saw that video, I thought, what a cool deal, man. You got a rock band, right? And then you got an orchestra, backing them. What a cool sound that was. For the first time, I was watching that and just really digging Axl Rose and that whole video, November Rain. Check it out. If you haven't seen it, check it out again just for old memories. It may be a song you don't like or do like, but here's the thing. You have to appreciate all the work that went in to the making of that thing, hiring all the guns to do all the orchestra parts to it, and just a beautiful thing. So anyway, whenever I was writing this song, I was thinking, man, wouldn't that be totally freaking cool if you you had that going on. And now you've got MIDI and you've got all these other things, you can actually put it all in together and whatnot. But here's the thing, there's nothing that sounds better, as you know, than a real instrument playing the gig. And so, wow, man. So, I don't know. So, it was nice and refreshing getting back from my vacation and then being able to come in the studio and then sit in here and actually do some filming for my new tune, man. I just love it, man. What a great thing, right? And so, and then also to be hanging out with you guys, I was thinking to myself, when I get back into town, man, I got a lot of explaining to do. Being away for so long, people. Anyway, I appreciate you writing in, Kate. And I got in. I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a show tonight, just to let everybody know, man, I am still breathing, and I do not have COVID, and it feels good. In fact, some of my other clients, I was checking on them. As most of you guys know, I do landscaping work too, and so I am really more a designer, more so now in these days than I am an installer. But I have my regular customers that call on me, okay, and a lot of them are elderly and getting up there in age, but they still call me. A lot of times I feel like I'm babysitting and just hanging out with them. And so anyway, Barbara called, and I told her I'd be back in town, and I'd call her when I was. I know, right, man? So Barbara called me, man, and she's like, "Where are you at? Call me." And if I had to guess, she's 80. I don't know, maybe 83 years old. I don't know. But anyway, I just appreciate her, man, because she's given me her work throughout the years. She's been a real loyal customer, and I've really become more of a friend than anything else. Just the appreciation of someone being loyal, right? And that goes a long ways these days. Somebody just being loyal. And so she would call me. She calls me 3 times a year, and I go, just walk over her yard and analyze everything, make sure all the plants don't have aphids and bugs and whatnot all over them, and whatever it needs to be done, I'll go over there and help her out, And so anyway, I called her, and I talked to her today on the phone probably at least 2 hours, dude. At least 2 hours. And you know what? I loved every minute of it. And before I hung up with her, Caden, I was like, take care of yourself. I'll see you in October. And just stay healthy, eat good, take your vitamins, do whatever you can. And let's, to stay healthy and survive all this stuff that's going on in this crazy world that we're in right now, right? Wow. So anyway, it's refreshing to get back here and get on my piano and just start recording and getting in the studio. And I'll tell you something else, Caden. I can't wait to fire this baby up behind me, man, and get in there and start doing that. Sometimes everybody needs a little push, and when you're doing things by yourself, it's easy to get lax and go, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow, or, I'm just not feeling it right now. And, and that's when we need each other, and we need friends to pop in and say, man, do it. Stay busy with what you're doing and what you love, and get those tracks down. Get a click track down and start recording and start getting in your studio and enjoying what you love, man. Because who knows, man, what tomorrow's going to bring, right? And so anyway, it feels good to be back here, Cade. I wanted to ask you, man, how is the picture looking? If my sound is okay and you feel like I'm okay with the sound level, what does the picture look like? I have a little blue light to the right of me right here. It's not white because we were doing some different video takes the other day with it, and I left it on this blue. I thought, well, why not? Now, the one above me right here, man, it's white. The one shining down behind my head, it's a white light. But the one over here is a blue light. And so, anyway, it just feels good to be back here, man. And so how are you doing, Caden? Enough with me, man. I had a great vacation. I've been working on my video. And so how are you, man? How you been doing? You been doing all right, man? Staying safe, staying well, I hope. So yeah, man, it's gonna be nice getting in here and cranking up my preamps. As you see tonight, I do not have my tone beast on tonight, and I was running everything through that the other day. And I tell you what, let me tell you something about that preamp. I'm gonna tell you something just straight up. I'm not very impressed with the WA compressors and whatnot. Although they sound great, I'm having problems with them lasting long. And I knew that was gonna be the thing. See, the camera is a bit pixely, okay, but I can see all your setup. Okay, huh? I might have to, but I've been quite good. Yeah, thank you. Well, yeah, man, you're welcome. I'm glad you've been well, man. I might have to work on my settings again. I'm just gonna have to get in here tomorrow and tweak things and try to get it. Is it as pixely as it was in some of my past videos? Because we got it looking good, man, and then I left. I mean, I tore this all down. I didn't change any of the settings. But I need to get this right, and maybe just through, if I tweak tomorrow, maybe I can get it to look a little better. But yeah, man, I'm glad you're doing well. Stay well, and stay healthy, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. So I work, as you know, I work out just about every day, Caden. I go to the gym. I didn't work out today because I'm sore from yesterday. And I just did some things that I normally don't do as routine. And when you change your routine up, you can get, it puts, it makes your muscles go, oh, okay, well, what are you doing now? So anyway, it's good to change your routine up when you're working out. Yeah, it's quite pixely. Man, that's a bummer, dude. That's really a bummer. I mean, I don't know if I can go in right now and change anything different. but anyway, let's just roll with it now. It's just good being on here and hanging out with you, man. So we're gonna roll with this video tonight, and then I'm gonna get in later on and do something, see if I can fix that. But anyway, the gym. Oh yeah, it's so hard to be consistent with anything, right? I mean, we can get in the routine of things, but it's real easy to get off, and it's real easy to just getting even into old bad habits, man. So anyway, so in this process of me getting in better shape and doing more cardio, I started eating a little better, man. And so it's been like some salads and more, salads and less burgers and pizza and all that other good stuff that we enjoy to eat, a lot of us. And so but every now and then, man, it's like even after eating clean for some time, I don't know what creeps in, but it's like, oh man, you start thinking about that cheeseburger, or you start thinking about that pizza. Oh, speaking of pizza, there was a place that we went to in San Marcos, and my brother never has eaten there before, and it's called Mod, M-O-D. And I don't know if they have one in your town, Caden, but man, I want to tell you, you stand through this line, and you tell them what you want on your pizza, and they put it on your pizza, and they put it in this oven, this thing, and then they cook it up, and then within minutes you have a pizza to die for, right? So I introduced my brother to one, because I ate at one in let's see, what town was that I went to. They have them everywhere, but they don't have them where I live. So anyway, my brother, I got him. I said, man, you ever eaten a Mod pizza? He's like, what's that? I'm just like, we gotta go if you've never eaten one. So we went there and we ate one, and he loved it. He thought it was the best pizza he's ever eaten in his life. And then so while we were still there in San Marcos, 2 days later, he says, man, I gotta go back and eat another pizza. So to say the least, man, we went again and ate pizza twice. So it was kind of hard getting it's hard to stay strict to your diet, man, if you want to call it a diet or lifestyle or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes it's just even hard to do that, right? It's just hard. And so we all need yeah, I know, it was cool, man. So we all need a push, man. We all need a push from our friends and family and everybody else, whoever that's around us or whatever. We just need a good, encouraging push sometimes to stay in gear, stay focused, and continue to do, just encouragement, man. So anyway, man, I've been doing good on my schedule, on my workout, and getting my diet back in gear. And so it's just been really, really cool, man. I just can't tell you guys and you, Caden, how much I appreciate each and every one of you dropping in and hanging out with me, man. It feels good, and it feels good to be alive, to be honest with you, man. A lot of people are killing off, and I don't know about your town, Caden, but I'm pretty close to the country here as well, so a lot of people north of me are catching COVID, and a lot of them is pretty rampant, and even a close dear friend of mine who's young, who has asthma, by the way. I need to check on him, but he's been in the hospital for probably 2 weeks now, or maybe even a little longer, Caden. And he's young, man. I mean, he's a young dude. He's he's a hard worker, and but he's had asthma all his life, and he's got it, and they have him sleeping in the hospital right now. They have him on a vent, and I guess they wake him. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do to the patients in the hospital, but anyway, so he's been on my mind, and I'm just so thankful that I'm healthy, man. I'm so thankful, and I hope I don't get that. I hope you don't get it, Caden, and I hope we can all get through this, man, because it's not good, right? So anyway, while I was over there, I did get in the water over there. The water feels great. It's nice and cold, man. Oh, God, I just feel like getting in a cold bathtub, like if you just turned on the cold water and got in, Thank you, man. I know, and I can't talk to him. The last I heard, he texted my brother, and then they were texting, and now he's sleeping. So my brother talked to his wife, and he's just sleeping. And so I don't know. Anyway, we just need to stay healthy, man, and do whatever we can to avoid that. Wash our hands and whatever. I have. So what I have in my little tracker, Caden, is I rigged up a little bottle. So it's a little alcohol bottle, but I put like a little spray thing on it. So when I get in my car, I spray my hands with the alcohol. I rub them together like that, and then I wipe my steering wheel with it, right? So I'm constantly, and it's just a lot quicker and faster than those wipes or that gel, that sanitized stuff that you squeeze in your hand and whatnot. So the alcohol, it's like 97 proof or 99. It's just insanely a lot of alcohol in there. And so anyway, I spray that on my hands and my keys and all that other good stuff, man, and I'm ready to jet. But hopefully, man, hey, I don't know, whatever it takes so that we stay well. And but I wanted to say I'm really excited about my new tune, Caden. I'm excited that I'm going to actually lay the parts down individually and then come back and actually do the overdubs. And that's such a cool thing. And so on this tune that I'm going to be putting out, yeah, I know, I am trying, and I don't want to get that nasty virus. I mean, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't know if you know, Caden, but I want to say, okay, so I'm trying to think. So much has gone on since they introduced COVID and what it was. I can't remember the date they actually came out and told everybody what was going on. And but anyway, I want to say it was 2019 or 2000. Yeah, it was 2000. It was in the beginning. But anyway, I just remember that Christmas before they came out and introduced it. I want to say December the 23rd, I got sick, okay? And I just remember from the 23rd of December till January the 28th. So, what is that, about a month or whatever? I mean, who stays sick a month long, right? And now, keep in mind, I was healthy. I didn't have any underlying conditions or whatever. So, I just remember having a little sore throat that night. Okay, I woke up in the morning, the next morning, it was already in my right here. I felt wheezing going on at the top of my chest. I was like, what the heck, man? It never I mean, it just went so fast right to my upper respiratory. So I was like, man, this ain't good. And it didn't feel good. It just had a different feel. It had a different way it attacked me, And so I remember calling my brother and saying, man, I'm not feeling really well. Could you, pick me up some things at the grocery store and bring it by? And so I told him, I said, man, I just want a bunch of fruit. Give me pineapple. Give me strawberries, grapes. Just buy me a bunch of fruit and healthy stuff to eat and stay hydrated on. And he did, and he dropped it off at my door right there. And I said, don't get around me, man. I'm feeling really bad, and I don't know what this is. So the first week, Caden, I tried to fight it off myself, like everybody tries to do. They try to, they want to try to let their body heal themselves. Man, I was just cramming down, just eating as much as I could. Good, healthy stuff for me, right? Dude, at the end of the week, I felt worse. And I was like, oh my gosh, so I got to go to the doctor now. So I went to the doctor. He prescribed me an antibiotic. He prescribed me like this Z-Pack or whatever. Then he gave me an inhaler, and he didn't give me a shot. So the antibiotics lasted, you had to take them 10 days. So the first 10 days, I got to the end of that round, and I was like, man, I'm still sick. I still feel bad. So I had to go back again. And he prescribed me a different set of antibiotics. So now we're up to 20 days of being on antibiotics. Man, that's not good, right? When you have to stay on something that long. Gave me another inhaler, another Z-Pack, and I want to say he gave me a shot. And so anyway, it literally took me a month to get over it. And then it wasn't until a few weeks later or whatever they said, or a few months later, they this coronavirus. So maybe I already had it. Who knows? But all he said was just upper respiratory infection, and who knows, man. But I tell you what, that was the worst. That was the worst, other than whenever I had pneumonia when I was just a kid. Um, I mean, I really, really felt bad. Felt bad. It was shortness of breath. Couldn't hardly breathe. I'm sure my heart rate was way up there, skyrocket. I'm sure my body was in this. I don't know. I wasn't sleeping, and so I told the doctor. I said, "Man, I'm not sleeping. I'm waking up. I can't go to sleep. Shortness of breath." And he said, when your body goes in high alert like that, it's doing everything it can to fight off whatever's in your body, and that's why you're not sleeping. I was like, well, that makes sense, man. But I feel like if I could get some sleep, I might be able to, get over this stuff. And so anyway, man, it's a bad thing. Stay healthy, Caden, please. Eat well if you can, and do everything you can so that we can get through this. So yeah, it's easy for me to get off. Yeah, it's easy for me to get off, man, and start talking about a lot of different things because I got a lot of different things to talk about, especially the studio stuff, man. I'm just excited that I can get in here and start recording. I think I might actually start doing some of the tracking tonight. Get in here and at least get a click track down and get a tempo going. And actually lay the bed tracks down, at least the piano part down to my tune. And I don't know. Here's the thing, man. I do not know. Good, man. Yeah, you better. You better. And I was checking on Barb, man. It's like Barbara. I was like, she's old, right? So she's old, and if she gets something, and she's just a little bitty lady, she's probably, I don't know, if I had to guess, 5'3", 5'4", something like that. And she's this little dainty little petite little old lady, and just if she came down with something, she would just fly off, man. She's kind of frail, I guess, when you get to that age, and you're light and little like that. There's anything, but I tell you what, it don't matter how big you are, man, right? If you get sick, you're sick. And I know when I get sick, I get sick. And I'm down for the count, man. I'm like down for the long count, and it's like, somebody help me, somebody take care of me, man. I don't know, it gets like that sometimes, but then I stay well for, like, I haven't been sick since that last experience. So let's just hope that we can all stay well, man, and get through this together. But one thing I really, really enjoy while I was over there in Green, Texas, was the amount of musicians that I met and seen play live. And we're talking about first class acts, man. I mean, I'm talking about some really good musicians. Now some of them were just novice, just getting out and want to learn how to play. But then I seen a lot of them, man. It's like, dang, dude, you sound really, really good. And so I seen some women and some men, and I seen some rock and some folk and some jazz and just different genres of music everybody brings to the table. And what a neat thing, man, when you get to so there's another place that I want to maybe you've been there, Caden, but I want to say it's in where's it at, where everybody goes, man? It's, oh gosh, where's that at? People go there, they have big events there every year, and it's just all the musicians. I want to say it's in Missouri. Does that sound right? Missouri, somewhere. They had these big events over there, man, and all these great musicians from all over go there and play for days, and they have plays, and they have all this. Branson, Missouri. Okay, that's where it's at. I want to go there, man, and I want to check that place out and see what that's all about. I hear it's just fabulous, man. I hear it's a great place to live and all this other stuff. I don't know, but to pick up and move somewhere, every little place has its little good things and then bad things, right? So there's no perfect place, I don't think. But anyway, just to pick up and move somewhere. So me going over here on this little road trip that I did in Kerrville and Fredericksburg and everywhere was part of just to see what else is out there. Burning Man, is that Oh, I don't know. It's Burning Man. I don't know. Burning Man is isn't that like where people go and just yeah, that's a very artistic where people go and get creative and I had a friend that goes there all the time and he's like invited me there. I want to say he invited me there in 2000 and I don't know. It was around 2015 or somewhere around that time, 2014, 2015. He's like, "Hey man, let's go to Burning Man." I was like, "What's Burning Man?" Anyway, they've got some really cool videos, by the way, of Burning Man on YouTube if you want to see some of the live action that goes on over there. Man, I mean, it's crazy. They just do all kind of cool stuff. You got all kind of different artists. You got it's just all kind of different artists, man. They get out there and do all kind of cool stuff and show their art and get into different things. And I hear that place is like, I don't know, it's just kind of real liberating and free, right? But I don't know about, I don't know if that's a continuous thing. Isn't that just like a place where they have this event called Burning Man? I'm not sure, Caden. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, my friend Jeff, he loves going there. Burning Man, yeah, he goes there. And like I say, he's been trying to get me to go for some time. But, here's the thing, man. There's always something to get into, right? There's always something to do, at least for me. Something always pops up. And like today, I was helping my mom out this morning and she's getting ready to move, and so I was helping her out with her storage building. She put everything in storage because she's fixing to move to the beach for a little while, and yeah, it is. I want to say it's once a year. Yeah, I think you're right. They have one once a year, every year. I want to say it's every year, but and with all this stuff going on, I wonder if they're going to have it. They're still going to have it. I'm sure they will, because they had the big motorcycle rally. What is it called? Sturgis. Sturgis. They do that. I want to say they do that every year, and I think they did that this year, man. I think they nothing stopped them, and so anyway, I'm glad to see that people are just doing what they can to stay healthy and whatnot. But we can't stop living either, right? I mean, we gotta live, man. I mean, I was thinking about that the other day. You don't take we're kind of like wild birds, We've been flying around for so long in the wilderness, and now when they say, okay, you gotta stay home and lock us up and everything, it's kind of like trying to take a wild bird and put it in a cage. The bird won't live, right? The bird will just die. Has nothing to do with the bird's health. The bird's really healthy. He just can't be in a cage, And I feel like that, us as humans, being able to, the life that we grew up knowing at one time, and being able free to come and go when we please, and if they put us in a cage, we'll just die like that bird, won't we? So anyway, that's why a lot of people won't stop doing what they're doing. And they'll take their road trips and do their Sturges and their Burning Mans, and they'll do whatever they feel like they need to do to breathe, right? And so anyway, I'm just glad that we're at a place in time, man, where we can I don't know. I really feel like things are going to get better. They probably get worse before they get better. But here's the thing, man. We got to keep on trucking. Got to keep on going and doing what we love to do, right? We can't stop. We can't stop. We just can't. And that's just human nature. Especially me, man. I'm kind of like one of those dudes. When I start something, I got to finish it. Just to finish the project, I got to say, well, I started it. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to, but at least I finished it, right? We're in the race, and you don't stop the race. You don't just because you're losing or whatever. It reminds me of a bunch of athletes, and they're running around the track, and they're on the relay team, the 440-yard relay or whatever, or the mile relay, and they're running, right? And what would happen if one of the guys just stopped? Said, well, I'm tired, and didn't hand the baton off for somebody else to run, you don't do that. You finish the race. And so that's the way I'm kind of like with projects, man. If I start something, I'll finish it, right? And so anyway, it's a cool thing, man, and I'm excited, man, because I have two other tunes. One that I was talking about, Caden, was on this piano here in front of me. In fact, I've got my computer sitting up on my computer tonight, so everything's a little higher than normal. So you're probably seeing a different part of my room, maybe a little bit, Caden. I'm not sure, but so I've got this tune on the piano that I'm going to record, and then I have another tune in open G on my Taylor guitar that I am going to record as well. So I might as well get some video put to it and see if I can make something of it, just for fun, right? Just for fun. It's all for fun, you know. No expectations other than to try to do my best I can do and to finish the project. So there's two more songs that I am going to have fun with and be able to play with, and I can't wait to in fact, like I was saying earlier, I'll probably get on tonight later on and do something with this song right here, at least get a good click track down and get the tempo of the song that I actually want it to be, because I want you to know something. You probably know this, Caden, but tempo is, man, that dictates a lot about the vibe of the tune. You know, you can take a song, you can play it at one tempo, but then you can take that very same song and up it up to say 120 beats per minute, or you know, somewhere around there, and change the whole vibe of the song just by the tempo of the song. And so anyway, finding that right tempo that sits really well with everything is important for it to flow and to, you know, feel like it's just rolling along really smooth. But anyway, so have you been doing anything exciting, Caden? Have you been doing anything, or getting out of the house any, or doing anything like that lately? Or, you know, it's been, I want to say it's been, I don't know, what, a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, since I've been on here. Wow. Time flies, man. I'm telling you, man, time flies. So the first week, as you know, I was on the vacation deal. The second week, going into the second week, I was working on my video and catching up with my other clients and whatnot. And so we do have a lot of great things going on here. It's just going to be interesting to see how these tunes come out. And what I would just school for now, yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. Hey, what are you studying? What are you studying right now in school? What do they got you studying now, man? You know, a lot of these schools are shutting down. A lot of the colleges, a lot of, you know, they're all shutting down. Well, you know, I wouldn't say completely shutting down, but I don't know, you know. I don't know what's going on. I guess it just depends on where you live as to what they, you know, got you doing. What you can't do and what you can do, I'm not sure. Random stuff, yeah. I know, probably your basics of, you know, all the basic stuffs. You know, they probably got you, you know, studying all that stuff and whatnot. So let me ask you, man, what does everybody else feel like in school? With, I mean, you know, I just remember when I was taking classes and whatnot. You know, you had your friends that you kind of sat around, and then you know, but y'all talked about different subjects. Y'all would, you know, somebody would pop off something, and somebody, you know, would say something, you know, to that or whatever. And yeah, what are people saying about what is the vibe about, you know, this virus stuff in the schools? Do people care, or they don't care, or they just think it's a bunch of whatever? Or just wonder what your thoughts were, what you're hearing. A lot of people are hearing different things and seeing different things, and so it's just good to know what other people, how they're doing in their city, and they do let us be around each other with masks on. Oh wow! So everybody wears a mask. What about a shot? Has everybody gotten their shot? Are they mandating the shot? Hey, what's it going on, Bull Tide? Are they mandating the shot over there where you're at? Where, I mean, you can't go in without a shot or whatever. Um, how you doing, Bull Tide? What's going on, man? We were talking about my vacation tonight. Caden and I, we were just hanging out, talking about my hill country trip, and then talking about the video that I'm actually working on this new song. And so that was tons of fun, man. And can't wait to finish that thing. You do not need to get a shot. Oh, well, that's, I don't, hey, here's the thing. Everybody's got different opinions about that. And, I just, for whatever reason, I just hope that everybody can stay well, And a lot of people feel like they don't want to take it. A lot of people feel like you do need to take it. And I feel like that it really needs to be up to the doctor that you see. Hey kids, what's a going on? Hey kids. Anyway, it should be up to you, your personal health, and your doctor. And what's a going on, Poker Man? How's it going, man? I hope you rolling the dice, man, and doing well, and making lots of money. Let's make lots of money. There was a song years ago that was one of the lyrics, one of the lines in there. You got the bronze, I got the brains. Let's make lots of money. It seems like that's the way it was. The vaccine does not work on everyone so far. And see, here's the thing, Caden. I want to, give you a high five on that, only because I have friends who have taken 2 shots and still got sick. Okay, so what next? If you gave me the shot to protect me and then you tell me to take another one and I took that one and I'm still sick, then what's the answer now, right? So I think it has a lot to do with your immune system. I think our body was designed, if we get sick, then our body was designed to get over it, right? I mean, that's what, and if we die, we're not that fortunate, then then hopefully we'll go to a better place, right? But anyway, I don't know. I remember whenever the one time that I took a flu shot, and I never got the flu, but the one time I took the flu shot, dude, I was so sick for like 2 weeks. I was down on the bed, hacking, coughing, felt miserable, run fever. It was just miserable. That also got sick after getting that. See, there you go, man. Maybe, who knows, man. Here's the thing. Who do you trust when it comes to that kind of stuff? I mean, what are they putting in us, man? I have no idea, man. What if so if they're putting that in us, and let's just say we're not at our best health, right? I mean, what you think, Poker Man? Let's just say we're not as healthy as we thought we were. And they give us the shot, and they put that in us, right? They put whatever virus in us that they made. Wow, what if it just doesn't get stronger? I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't have the answer. I don't know. I'm real skeptical about, when someone says go north, I go south. You know what I mean? When there's a hurricane here and they say go north, there's 9 billion people on the highway going north. I go to San Antonio and Austin. I go the opposite direction they say to go every time. They're stuck in traffic for 24 hours or 2 days, and I'm having a good time wherever I'm at in San Antonio or whatever. So I know, Poker Man, you got a mask. Are they making you wear a mask at work, Poker Man, by the way? When you go in your cells, they make you wear a mask in there with everybody. I think you were telling me they have like dividers in your company, in your place, where you got your own little space, right? You got your space with these little divider panels or whatever. And just curious to know if they're making you wear masks in your place. I don't know. It would be for me. It would be hard to talk on the phone, right? If you got something in front of your mouth like this. I mean, can you hear what I'm saying clearly or no? See, so you need if you're on the phone, man, you need to be able to get in that phone and talk on it, right? Yes, mask up within 6 feet of one another. Wow, I would not have thought of that, dude. We have dividers. Okay, yeah, the divide. That's what I was trying to think of. Y'all have like these dividers, like little like offices or whatever, like The Office. Y'all have these dividers like The Office, the show. But I wouldn't think that they would make you wear a mask, dude. I mean, what's up with that? I mean, if you're 6 foot apart from them, do you still have to wear a mask in your cubby hole? No mask when I'm working at my desk. Okay, just only when you move around, right? Here's the thing, in sales, whenever it depends on what mask you have. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's different kind of mask. Dude, I've seen people do this. I've seen people put their shirt over their face like this when they go into the store or when they go somewhere. Hey, Ruby. My little dog just walked in. We have plexiglass dividers. Yeah, okay, you know what? So in all the stores, Poker Man, they put this plexiglass up between the counter and the customer. So now when you go in, there's this plexiglass hanging there for some kind of, I guess panel or whatever to keep germs from flying around. I don't know. But here's the thing, man. Just remember, when you go to those gas pumps, make sure that you definitely have, a glove, or I always like get the paper towel off there that they have to clean your windows with. Grab that with a little squeegee thing. And I grab that paper towel, and I always like just use that whenever I'm gassing. I don't even know this virus is so annoying. I know. It is annoying, man. It's really causing havoc on everybody's mood and how they feel about, their day and whatnot. But those gas pumps, man, just make sure that you put some alcohol. I use that rubbing alcohol, man. Like I say, I spray it on my hand. Do my steering wheel. I rub my steering wheel down with it once it's on my hands, man, and I'm gone, man. And I try not to. I'll touch my face a lot. You guys probably know that. I'm always like, touching my face or my fingers on my lips or something. I don't know. It's habit. I really need to get out of that because I don't want to rub my eye. Now, I have been trying to stay a little cautious of rubbing my eye, but it never fails. It seems like my eye seems to be itching right in the middle or on the side or something, right when my hands really probably aren't the best clean, right? And then I'll like catch myself and go, don't rub your eye, dude, at least until you wash your hands. It's hard to remember that kind of stuff, I don't know what it is, man. So, but what I was saying before, as Poker Man, and you guys know, Bull Time, our bodies are designed to fight off, infections in our body. That's why we get run fever. That's why we go through all the process of the process of being sick. Our body is figuring out what the heck's going on and attacking it, and can get over a lot of things. We really are designed to be amazing, and muscle memory. There's just a lot of things about our body that can overcome a lot of freaking things and just really overcome them. And so if we do things to manipulate that, I don't think we're strong. Our immune system is strong. It makes me think of, I don't know if you know this, but virgin trees, the trees that they had that were naturally growing up in the forest at one time, they were these big, huge trees. They called them virgin trees because they were just basically virgin trees before they went in there and started cutting everything. But I was looking at a 2x4 from the end of the 2x4, and they were showing the lines in the 2x4. Now, these lines are the rings of the tree, right? So they showed a 2x4 from back in the day, and the lines were really amazingly so close together, which gave that tree, that 2x4, super amazing strength to be strong. Now, up against the 2x4, the lines are like 1/4 of an inch apart, and there's very few lines. That shows the ring of the tree and the strength of the tree. So they did that by genetically designing the seeds and whatnot so they can get the tree to grow faster, which they accomplish, but it's not as strong, right? So, yeah, what if they give us this stuff that's supposed to so-called help us, but it never gives our chance for our immune system to get stronger than it was before, right? And so it could be a double-edged sword going on, guys. I don't know, man. It's just an analogy that I come up with. Who knows, right? Who knows? So let me ask you something, Bull Tide. Have you been out on the trout, man? Have you heard anything about the trout in the water? Anything going on in Galveston, Texas, man? On the 61st Pier over there? It'd be interesting. I do want to fish that pier, by the way. As you guys know, I love fishing. And, man, there's nothing funner. Let me tell you, there is nothing funner than catching on a big old trout, man. And, you know, here's the thing about trout. They run in schools, and when you're on them, you're on them. So it's not like you got to spend all day to try to catch fish, man. You throw your line out there, as soon as it hits the water, whammo, you got this huge, huge fish on your line, anywhere from 23 inches and up. And man, when you hook them up, man, they just come flying out of the water, man, and you're on, and there's nothing better. It's just a great feeling, right? So, have you heard anything? What's going on in Galveston, Bull Tide? I would like to know. Fishing is fun. I know it is tons of fun, man. Oh, gosh, I love it, man. I love fishing. I don't know. They better not take that away from us. That's all I got to know. So, here's the thing, Caden. I want to say either last year or the year before, our limit over here in Texas for trout was 10, and it had to, the 10 trout that you did catch had to be over 15 inches long. So, which isn't hard to do for a trout. I mean, unless you're just in the little schoolies or whatever. But typically, the trout here in this where I'm at, on the Texas side, between on the Louisiana, kind of close to Louisiana. But they're huge, man. So our trout get really, really big. We get the big sows, which are the females, and they get huge. And so when you catch one of those, it's just like, tons of fun. But this year, either this year or last year, they changed the limit from 10 to 5. So now we can only keep 5 trout, and that's it, And so anyway, we've had a lot of weird things going on with our water. We've had this flesh-eating virus in our water. Our water, as you know, over here gets, I think this last hurricane that went through, that hit Louisiana, I want to say the water was 88 degrees here in the Gulf. So, as you know, the water, once it's hot, and then it really creates a lot of energy. These hurricanes create a lot of energy and can do some massive, massive damage. That's why on the Atlantic side, where you have Florida coming down, that's why their hurricanes really they don't get hit right there on the front side that much, simply because the water isn't as hot as it is in the Gulf of Mexico. It's a lot cooler, and the storm doesn't really get to be as big as they do in the Gulf. And here's the thing. Today, if you guys don't know, is 9/11, and is the anniversary of one of the strongest hurricanes of all time. That was Hurricane Carla. Hurricane Carla hit in 1961 on this very same day, 60 years ago, on this very same day. 170-mile-an-hour winds hit the coast, went through. They felt the effects of that wind all the way up to Austin, Texas. And I want to say it was, how many miles? It was just incredibly a huge, huge storm, and did massive, massive damage. So today is the anniversary of that day. Not only did we lose our towers on this day, 9/11, the Twin Towers, but this day we had one of the biggest hurricanes of all time on record, was Hurricane Carla in 1961. So, man, we do not want another hurricane like that, right? Yeah, I know. So 1961, check it out. You can Google it. 1961, Carla. Today's the anniversary. It's 60 years later. And many, many, many people from Port Arthur, Texas, all the way, I want to say, to Corpus, was completely wiped out by this hurricane. Yeah, 60-mile-an-hour winds. So winds in 60 years ago, houses were not as strong. Well, that's true. That's true. But can you imagine, dude, 170 miles an hour wind? Uh, that's just crazy, man. To think that if you've ever stuck your head out your window driving, I don't know, 60 miles an hour down the highway, or you're going down the highway right, and you stick your head out the window a little bit just to check out the wind. 60-mile-an-hour wind, dude, is pretty strong. And then when you get up to can you imagine sticking your head out the window at 100? Okay, now can you imagine sticking your head out the window at 170? If your car probably don't go 170, but if it did go 170, that's just insanely a lot of wind. I can't imagine that much wind. Anyway, so enough with the hurricanes, man. We're gonna wish good things on us, Bull Tide, you, Poker Man, you. I'm just excited about everything just as much as you guys are, and I want to say I am really stoked about my music that I'm going to be recording, and I want you guys to. Yeah, I know, 170. That's insane. That's hard to even fathom that. I want to say that, look, dude, so this last hurricane we had in Louisiana that just hit, I want to say they called it a Cat 4, okay? And the Cat 4, I want to say there was 140 mile an hour winds at a Cat 4. I want to say once it gets 156 or 150 something, and then it becomes a Cat 5, okay? But what the heck is 170 mile an hour wind? I mean, what cat is that? Is that a Cat 6? I mean, what do they even call that? That's just insane, man, to have that kind of wind, blowing. Oh man, I don't know. But anyway, man, so I was talking to my friend the other day, and he sells gold and silver. He's more than just a friend, but I will say he sells gold and silver, and he loves his job. And he has a lot of people that are calling him and investing into gold and silver right now, just because of the uncertainty with inflation and all the other stuff that's going on right now. A lot of people are diversifying their wealth and their hard-earned work that they've worked through the years into other assets, property, for one, property, gold and silver, anything that's tangible that they can put their hands on, they're putting their money into, just simply because they don't trust the banks, and they don't, I don't know, they just don't trust fiat money, cash, and because they keep printing more and more and more to cover the inflation, or to keep the ball, so to say, kicking the can down the street is the best expression for that. Let's just want to kick this can down the street as long as we can kick it right and get by with it. And then so that's kind of like what they're doing with money, is they keep printing and printing and printing more money. And as they do that, that just makes the dollar get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, and inflation happens. And then it takes. So today I went and had, to let you know, I cheated a little bit, felt deserving to do so. So I haven't had a barbecue sandwich in probably a year or more. I haven't eaten barbecue in over a year, so I was just craving a brisket sandwich, sliced beef brisket with barbecue sauce. So I found a place over here in town. I didn't even know they were there, but I found them, and I went and had a barbecue sliced beef sandwich today. It was cost me $11 and some odd cents for a sandwich, no chips, just a sandwich. It was about that big, just a sandwich, sliced beef on it, and a drink, an iced tea. So I'm thinking, wow, man, so see, our dollar doesn't cover as much as it used to. You could go out, and when my parents were growing up in the 50s and 60s and whatnot, early 60s, they they could, on a dime or a dollar, they could do a lot of stuff, man. You could go to the movies, you could buy your girlfriend food for the night. You both eat hamburgers and fries and sodas and ice cream and all that other cool stuff for $1, man. And it was just insane. I want to say cars cost. You could buy a brand new car for $2,300. It's insane to think that you could buy a Mustang fastback, a 1968 or something of that, for under $4,000. That's insane. Now cars and trucks cost $80,000 and up. So it takes a lot more of your dollars to do anything with. So my friend is in the gold and silver business, and you know what? That has to be a fun job. That if especially if you like gold and silver. I love gold and silver, and where he works, being around other people and that enjoy that too. What a fun thing. Just this is what I say, man. I say this to everyone that I run into: do what you really like to do, and that way your job doesn't feel like it's work, right? So if you do what you love to do and you do what you like to do, whatever it is that you like to do, whether it's just hanging out with people and talking on the phone and talking about gold and silver. Yeah, what about that, 18 something, 70, and whatever you're talking about, and you like that, then work really doesn't seem like work, because you're enjoying your company and you're enjoying what you do. And that's what it's that's really what it's all about, is to find something that we all enjoy to do, so that it doesn't seem like work anymore, and we can make a good living and just do other things too, right? So yeah, I know with this inflation and everything, it's just crazy right now. And then here's another thing that a lot of people are getting into. I myself a little bit. I don't know if you know much about Bitcoin and crypto coin, XRP, Stellar, and all that other good stuff, but it's another avenue that we may see in our lifetime. We may see it come to a crypto blockchain world, to where everything is on the blockchain. And so when you vote, when you go buy something, when you go do anything, moving liquidity, which is anything of value, it's going to be done on this blockchain, to where it's no more, it'd be pretty much a cashless society of some sort, and it might get down to that, right, to where they know exactly where we're spending our money on everything and how much and what we do. I mean, they already do that with Google. You have Bitcoin. I know, man. So Bitcoin right now, I don't know if I checked it, but it's like at 50. Is it still in the 50? Last time I looked, it was like 54,000 or something a share or whatever. Insane. So that's good. I'm glad you're invested in that. I'm glad you have some Bitcoin, Caden. I really feel like that this is going to be the wave of the future. And you know what? You and I have heard through our last presidency, the Great Reset. We've heard that a lot. We've heard that's never been seen by man, and so it kind of makes us wonder, guys like you, Caden, and me, and my nephew, and some other people that are close to me. It makes us wonder, man. What do they have planned going on? Look, I think we're like $33 trillion. Is tanked a few thousand yet, but that's okay. Let it tank. Look, stay in the game, man. That's what it's all about, the long ride, right? So XRP, they've got that thousands. Yeah, I bet. I need to check it and see what it's at right now. But so XRP is actually going through a lawsuit right now with the SEC, and they're finding out, as you can YouTube it and check it out. There's tons of videos on XRP in the lawsuit right now, and XRP seems to be following. When Bitcoin goes up, XRP goes up. So XRP, if you read up about it, it is going to be the way that it will replace it will be the way we move money and whatnot. I want to say what is the name of that company right now that is actually, there's one company that uses that and moves money. So in other words, if I want to, let's just say I have family in Mexico, and I want to send money to them, um, I would send money through this platform, and it would actually take my dollars. They would charge me a fee on however much I sent over there. So if I sent $1,000, I don't know what the fee would be, but they would get a little percentage of that. But it takes so much time for this send that money to them. I want to say it takes a day or so, or a few hours. Who knows how long it takes? But exactly. But I want to say XRP will do it in like 3.5 seconds. It's insane. So anyway, who knows? But it may just be a way that in the future we move money to and from, and other assets. And I don't know, man. I just want to be in the game now, so that that I'm diversified in that area, so that if they do go this way, and at least I'm on board ahead of time. And then who knows, man? Who knows what it'll be? If we're invested in it now. I want to say XRP. Well, you know what? Let me look. I'm gonna see what Bitcoin is right now, because I'm curious. We're talking about this. Let's see here. So let's see what Bitcoin is, Cade. So let me go here. Okay, so Bitcoin is at 45,000 right now. Wow, it did tank, didn't it? Wow, that's crazy. Ethereum is 3,263. Now this is right now. This is what I'm showing. Cardano is 255. XRP $1.07. Okay, so XRP was like $1.30 the other day, and so it tanked too, right? And then Stellar seems to follow XRP, and it's at 32 cents right now. So thousands. yeah, I know. So XRP, I mean, I don't know. I just want to be in the game. Look, here's the thing. Let's just say I love doing this. I love just playing a little bit and having fun with it. But let's just say you got, I don't know, let's go to XRP. Okay, let's say you bought in at 17 cents when it was down at 17 cents, and let's just say you have 7,500 shares. Okay, so right now it's at, XRP is at $1.07. See, it went down since I just said that. So it's at $1.07 right now. But let's just say it goes up to, say you got 7,500 shares. So 7,500 times, let's say it goes to, I don't know, does $10 sound reasonable for something that could be the fastest way we move money? I just think $10 isn't enough, man. But let's just say, okay, let's say $100. Does $100 sound like enough? I don't think so. So when you got Bitcoin at 50 something thousand, let's just say, I don't know, 10,000. No, I want to be real realistic. Okay, let's just say $100. Okay. So that would be 7,500 times 100. Oh, sorry, my phone. 7,500 times 100 equals $750,000. Oh, that's insane. That's insane to think that. That's a good little ride, right? That's a good little investment. That's insane. And it could happen. Who knows? With the way things are going, things could happen overnight, man. You never know. So anyway, it's good to be diversified. It's good to be. I'm glad that you're in Bitcoin, Caden. I really am. Are you into anything else? I mean, do you have any? I have a little XRP. I have a little Stellar. So I do have a little bit going on that side of the world, which I am thrilled about, to be honest with you. And I don't know, man. It's just a good thing to be diversified in that kind of way. I remember I want to say the first time I even heard about Bitcoin was way back in the day, and I wish I would have been more aware or just into that at the time, because if I would have invested in it back then in the day, I would be insanely rich. You have some XRP, good for you. Hang on to that, man. Hang on that just because. You know what I mean? Let the SEC, let them have their little fight, it could be a shakedown, shakeout, what they're doing. Who knows what they're trying to do with this? Maybe they're just trying to shake us all out, right? And make us feel like. Now, I do have a friend who had a lot into XRP, and he got to listen to some of these analysts and people like that and got scared. Sold out, and he sold out on the low when he could have waited another month and 5x'd his money. And but he got scared, listened to him, and then he bought it again, got scared, and I don't know what he was thinking, man. But anyway, hang on to that XRP. Who knows, man? It might just be something really, really, really good in the long run for us. Wouldn't that be great if we're all at that 1%ers? It's crazy to think I was around $9,000 per Bitcoin at this time last year, and now it's $45,000. That is, I know, right? Let me tell you something, Kate, and man, thank you for sharing that with me, by the way. Man, where else can you make that kind of return on your money in such a quick time? I don't know, unless you just did something completely illegal. Where are you going to... The banks aren't going to pay you that kind of money, right? No. It seems like we're paying them to keep our money in their bank, right? We're paying the banks. If you're saving your money, your fiat, your money, you're actually you're not saving, man. You're not doing anything, but they're using your money to make money, and then you get nothing, right? So yeah, what a great thing to bring up about that. You were at 9,000, and now we're at 45,000. Where else are you going to make that kind of money on an investment in such a short period of time? I don't know, man. What a great place to be at right now as to being able to really profit well. Now, some people like to be in this crypto world just strictly to buy low, right? You buy low, and then when it jumps, they sell. So they're they're constantly moving, constantly making a little bit of money, and then and either reinvesting back into what they got at, taking a percentage of that, right, and then reinvesting back into that, and kind of keep the ball rolling, and then keep taking a little bit off the pie, and then to get your return back. And so trading, so to speak, I guess that's the word, trade. Yeah, man, they just do that for a lot. That's how they roll day by day. That's how they make their living, man, is they do day trading and whatnot. And it's interesting, man. Up until now, I never really played that game, but what a neat little game to play, dude. I remember being at this fellow's yard. He lived in these townhomes here where I stay over here, and he was an older man, and I was landscaping his yard. This was back a few years back when I was actually doing the work too and could do it, all the heavy labor stuff. But anyway, I remember him coming out. The job was probably, I don't know, $3,500 or $4,500 or something like that. It wasn't a whole bunch. The job wasn't real big. It was just townhome. I was just landscaping the front of it. It maybe was 20 feet on one side and 20 on the other, 40 feet. And then I just did something real simple across the front with some moss rock and some pretty colors here and there and whatnot. And I remember him coming outside, man. He was like, "Oh man, I just made all this kind of crazy money." And that's what he did, man. He day traded and did that. And anyway, I thought, wow, that's interesting. But I could see it in his eyes, man, that he was really, really excited and stoked about what he was doing. Doing this day trading and whatnot, man. And he was just that was his deal. That's where he found his love and his pleasure. Was actually doing this. That was his work, man. And I thought, well, it'd be neat to learn that. It'd be neat if someone could mentor me into something like that, because that sounds like something I would like to do too. So now that we have this Bitcoin, right, and we have all these crypto coins and all this other cool stuff that's going on for us in the rest of the world, it's going to be interesting, guys. It's going to be real interesting to see what's going to happen, right? There's something going on with your camera. Okay. It's turning gray almost the whole screen. You gotta be kidding me. Is it? Oh my gosh. What about now? Can you see me? It's turning gray almost the whole screen. That's insane, man. It looks really good over here. The camera looks really. I don't know what's going on with it. Is my light? It looks. You know what? The more I sit here, it looks like my lighting changed, didn't it? Looks like the amount of light that's coming in the room changed. Huh. I don't know, man. But look, hey, we're gonna fight through this show tonight, man, until I can figure out. I can see. Okay, good, man. We're gonna fight through the struggles of reality tonight, man. And I am gonna get this set up, guys, where I don't have to jack with this no more, and I'm gonna get my settings just righteously right. And we're gonna do well, man. It's just like I always say, you know, I like to throw the rope out there. Either you know, we're gonna climb to the top, or we're gonna hang ourselves with it. And I don't want to hang ourselves with the rope that I throw out there, man. So I want it to be some good stuff, and some good stuff that all you guys can lock in and enjoy as well. And I really enjoyed sharing all that great information with you tonight, Kate. Thank you for sharing, your thoughts on different things as well. And I'm going to get this, like I say, right now I've got my piano set up right in front of me, and I have my computer sitting on it. And the reason I've got it this way tonight is because we were doing the video for my new song, and so I needed my piano to be here in the middle of the room. And so, oh, and by the way, there is going to be hopefully we're going to have some female vocals on my other tune, so it's going to be really kind of cool to have a chick come in and sing some harmonies in the background, and that's going to be nice on this song, man. So it's going to be neat that we're going to be able to harmonize and do some cool stuff, and to be able to play with auto tune a little bit. Like I say, I love my auto tune, but I like to be real careful as to how much I use, because I don't want it to sound robotic, for one. And two, I just really wanted to tighten it up a little bit. I don't want it to, you don't want anything out of pitch, right? But when you just strap it across your vocal track, it just seems to, whether it's Melodyne or whatever you're using, it just seems to tighten it up a little bit and make it just sound better, right? So that's what we want. We want it to sound better. And I'm excited about this tune. I really, really am. I'm excited about actually doing the overdubs with it, and not have to worry about trying to do a one-take thing. And I can't play around with my phrasing, especially, from day to day, man. It doesn't matter how long I rehearse a song. Every day you're in a different mood, you're in a different vibe, you're at a different tempo, you're at a different frequency. So when you play the song again, it's not going to sound the same. The whole camera is gray, whole screen for you. That's insane. Oh, wow. I wish I could see that. You know what? I'm going to get on my phone and see if I see that. I'm going to see if I see what you see, man. Okay. Hang in there, Kane. Let's check this out together, man. So I need to go here. And hang in there with me, man. Let's see if I can find that. That is really weird. Like on my end, what I'm seeing in my picture here, it looks good. Let's see. Let's check it out. I don't know, it's saying a play. I don't know. On my end, dude, it doesn't, it's not showing the video moving, but that's what I see right there. It's fine right now, but replay it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to replay it and check it out. Who knows what's up? When you're dealing with, I could have something bad. It's crazy to think that, all the little, it could be one thing, it could be many things, whatever it is, man. I don't I don't know. It's fine right now. Yeah, I know. Who knows, right, Caden? So I am going to get this thing. I am going to play with this. I probably won't get to my song or do the bed tracks tonight just because I really want to get this thing set up. And whenever I do some studio work in here, that I don't have to tear down this part of it, so that I'm not having to constantly play with volume level, whether my vocals, the screen, the lighting, the whole 9 yards. I don't have to jack with that every time, right? It'd be nice just to walk in the room, sit down, hit play record or go live, and not have to worry about your lighting and your audio, right? So we will get to that point, I promise. And hopefully, I want to come on tomorrow night, man. I've got some really cool stuff I want to talk about, some new gear that's coming out, and I'm stoked to talk about it, man. So I will be back on here tomorrow night, Caden. It'll probably be a little later than 7, probably about 8 o'clock, more like tomorrow night. So you will want to join in, man. I've got some cool things and some fun things that I want to talk about, and I want to share with you as well. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, Caden. Thank you so much for coming in tonight, for sharing your thoughts with me, and as far as the picture goes and all that other cool stuff. I wouldn't have got off earlier if you hadn't said, hey, man, your audio is jacked up, dude. Your audio is jacked up, and you're the audio master, and audio masters shouldn't have bad audio, man, period. That's just the way it goes, right? But I love it, man. I love you guys. I love your support. Thank you so much, Caden, Bull Tide, Gamer Blast, all you guys that pop in and out. You're just incredible, Poker Man. I love it, man. I love that you come on all the time. Comment, Bull Tide, all you guys. Y'all are just awesome, man. Y'all make my world really nice to come and visit with y'all, man. And just, hey, man, just hang out together, right? That's really, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it, Gaten, I do. But yeah, man, it's just a neat thing that we can all come to a place and just have a good time and hang out, man, and talk about things that we enjoy to do, and talk about life and other situations. It's just to be able to hang out, right? Sometimes you don't have to be the star, on the team. Just to be able to be there, even be sitting in the stands sometimes watching the game is a beautiful thing. Just to be able to be there, right? And that's a beautiful thing. That helps us come to appreciate things on a different level when we understand that just being able to be somewhere is a nice thing and is refreshing, right? We don't have to be the star, but if we can just watch, that's good enough. And so hanging out with you guys, man, just makes me it's I feel totally comfortable. I had a girl the other day. She asked me, she says, oh, because we were talking about a YouTube channel, and she says, oh, how do you get on there, and how do you, I'm so nervous, I can't do that. I just can't do, I can't see myself doing that. For me, man, it's just, this is my comfort zone, to hang out with you guys, talk about audio and recording and all kind of cool stuff. And by the way, Caden, if you think of something that you want to talk about in the audio world, or something new that's come out that you may be interested in, let me know, man. Let me know. Let's talk about it. We'll do a show on it. So until then, man, until tomorrow night, man, I hope to see you again, Caden, Bull Tide, all you guys. I appreciate